Did you know influencer marketing strategies, if incorporated well, can lead to 8x times the ROI? So, if you want to know what it takes to ensure that you have a good influencer marketing strategy that actually works, some tips, some tricks, some strategies, then keep on watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Marketing Empress. Now we know that influencer marketing is growing day by day. So it's no new news that consumers are getting influenced to buy your product. Now the question then arises is that the consumer knows that the influencer may be paid by a marketer to promote their product, but it still works. So then, is a brand ambassador and an influencer the same? I'd say to some extent yes, but a brand ambassador is something more so in relation to a celebrity, whereas the term influencer marketing is more so used when it comes to the space of social media. The crux of influencer marketing revolves around the influencer promoting the product. Now, this promotion can happen through either the usage of the product, where the influencer is actually seen using the product, or it can happen through other ways in which the influencer only mentions that hey, guys, it's a product X that has just recently been launched in the market and you should give it a try. Either case, they help influence consumers to buy into a product. In this particular video, we try to understand the term influencer marketing in its most basic sense and also come up with actionable strategies that have proven to work for other brands when it comes to influencer marketing. We will broadly cover the following topics. Number 1, who are influencers? Number 2, what is influencer marketing? Then we look at the types of influencer campaigns. Then influencer marketing on various social media platforms. Next, how to develop your own influencer marketing strategy, and lastly we look at some examples of influencer marketing incorporated by brands. Now let's look at each of them in detail. Let's first understand who are influencers. Now, in simple terms, an influencer is anyone or everyone who has a good following when it comes to consumers and also knows the stuff he or she is talking about. So say for example, if I have a beauty product, I may approach a fashion blogger because a fashion blogger may be otherwise using products and then just incorporating my product, and that can help him or her to promote the product to their consumers or audiences that they cater to. Now, influencer can be you and me also, but it all depends on the authority and the following that they have generated over the years. Now, other thing that we need to keep in mind when it comes to influencer marketing is that it has to be in sync with where your brand operates in. I cannot come up with a product and only because a particular influencer has a lot of following, I'll go and approach that influencer. No, my target audience is not connected to that influencer. So there is no way for me to promote my product through that person. Correct? Other thing that we need to understand is that influencer and celebrities work differently. So for a brand, as a marketer, I have two choices. Either I approach an influencer or I approach a celebrity. Now, influencer in this term will be a better option because an influencer has been connected to your audience for a very long period of time. The trust is built in. Whereas when it comes to getting a celebrity on board, I may not have the liberty to have exclusivity. That same person can be promoting multiple brands, and the connect is not as strong when it comes to a celebrity endorsing my brand. Next, let's understand what is influencer marketing. Now, influencer marketing includes the process of an influencer promoting your brand and then in return you're getting some sort of brand recognition. Correct? Now, this brand recognition has to be positive in nature, and that's something you need to be 100% sure of. Now, the way you pitch in your product in the influencer video can be very important. So you see a lot of YouTubers out there who have a great following and get sponsorships from various brands, and you just have to use the product yourself as a YouTuber, and your audiences are inclined towards buying it. It actually works on this psychological approach that when I see my favorite YouTuber using a particular product, I look at that and I want to use it too. Okay, so that's a psychological appeal that comes in and works in the brand's favor. So, what are the types of influencer campaigns? Influencer marketing can work in multiple ways, but there are two most important or the most frequently used ways in which influencer marketing is incorporated by various brands. Let's look at them. Number 1. Discount codes and affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is growing by leaps and bounds in India. Today we see a lot of brands tying up with a lot of influencers and putting in discount codes or affiliate links. Now, there's an affiliate marketing program by Amazon whereby even if a person clicks on the link that you have provided and buys something, you get a commission on it. There are also discount code provided. So you must have come across particular people talking about this particular brand that we are using, and if you purchase the brand from the link given in the description box of their particular video, you might end up getting a discount for it. Number 2. Brand competitions and giveaways. Giveaways work brilliantly. There is no doubt about it. Think about it from an influencer marketer. If you are an influencer marketer, you have nothing to lose when it comes to giveaways. You only need to take a particular brand or a product that's been sent to you. You talk about it, you possibly even use it, and then you need to give it away to your consumers. Now, what it does is that it helps you gain a lot of views. Now, giveaways is something that has been used till death, but it actually works so well that a lot of people actually comment on your video. They like the video, they share the video because they want to be that lucky winner who gets the giveaway. So from a brand perspective also, the visibility goes up, and the influencer marketer has nothing to lose when it comes to giving away products to the person who's randomly picked. Now let's look at how influencer marketing works on various social media platforms. Influencer marketing on Instagram. Now, influencer marketing is done heavily on Instagram. But back in the day, just sending up some free products to an influencer on Instagram did the job. And as brands, you never had to do a lot more to ensure that the influencer talks positively about your brands. There are some influencers on Instagram who, if after using the product they do not like it, they will talk negatively about it. And you cannot do anything much when it comes to a situation like that. But that's a rare case. Research shows that 72% of the shopping decisions were influenced for consumers when they came across an influencer talking about a particular brand or promoting a particular brand. Influencer marketing on YouTube. Another famous social media platform that uses influencer marketing strategy very well is YouTube. Now, when it comes to YouTube, you see a lot of niches working on different kind of videos. It's the second most used search engine platform, and hence, obviously, the average time that a consumer spends on this platform is bound to be high. Right? So keeping that in mind, it becomes very important for brands to be present on this particular social media platform through influencer marketing. Now, the best part about YouTube is that the niches are very well defined. So if I were a cookware brand, I will look at one of the influencers who is uploading possibly recipe videos or anything related to cooking, so that I get a better connect with my audiences. Now that we know how influencer marketing works on different platforms, let's dig in a little deeper and get to the practical understanding of what it takes to design your very own influencer marketing strategy. Now, how can you develop your very own influencer marketing strategy? Process that needs to be very well thought of before you start incorporating it in the real sense. Step 1. Decide on the right social media platform. Now this is based on understanding your product well. What is it that you are offering? What is it that your consumers are expecting out of you? Where are your consumers found? Is it on Instagram? Is it on Facebook? Is it on YouTube? Where are they spending most of their times? And where are they most likely to get influenced? Also, you need to keep in mind the goal that you need to achieve through your influencer marketing strategy. Is it in any way trying to talk about getting more sales incorporated? Is it talking about brand recall, or is it something else altogether? What is it that you need to achieve from this influencer marketing strategy? Next, choose the right influencer and understand your budget. Do you think choosing an influencer only based on the number of followers is a good strategy? Definitely not. These days, you can actually pay a meager amount of just rupees 100 and get like thousands of followers on Facebook, Instagram, etc. So that's a bad judgment you might get into. A better way to analyze whether an influencer works for me or not is to look at the engagement rate that the person has on their specific page or channel. Engagement rate will then give me a basic understanding of how consumers interact with the person and what is it that you can learn out of those numbers. Other thing that you can look into is whether the language that the influencer normally communicates in is in sync with what your product always stands for. So if your product is something very formal, I would not possibly get in touch with like a Carrie Minati or someone like that, because they are more focused towards being funny or being sarcastic or something like that. So that is not the kind of influencer I'm looking at, even though he has crazy amount of following. So a following may not be the ideal way to determine whether an influencer works for your brand or not. And the last step, decide on the end goal and the way to get there. Other part is your strategy will work for you unless and until the consumer realizes that what you're doing is promoting the brand. Consumers do not appreciate fake promotions. So you need to ensure that your brand message is subtly put in at the perfect timing, just so that it doesn't look like it's a pushed promotion, but it still does the work. Lastly, let's look at some brand examples of influencer marketing. The first one, Baguette. Back in 2015, Baguette wanted to incorporate an influencer marketing strategy. What they did is that they tied up with famous fashion bloggers who would then showcase their Baguette collection. And the success of this campaign was so good that it had over 55 lakh engagements or interactions on social media. Now that's a crazy number. And the other example, that of Taco Bell. Taco Bell, when they were introducing or launching their new variant, crispy potato, they tied up with Tanmay Bhatt, who is a big time social media influencer, and he posted short clips using the product on his social media pages. He has a great following, guys, and it had a perfect sync with the influencer, the target audience, and the product being marketed. The result was outstanding, where they had over 2 crore impressions on social media, and the engagement rate was really amazing because they had a hashtag trending at that time as well. So to conclude, influencer marketing strategy can work wonders for your brands if incorporated well. It can also turn out to be a cheaper alternative than hiring a brand ambassador, because the celebrity rates are skyrocketing. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned at least the basics of influencer marketing through this video. If you did, like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification icon, because without that you will not be alerted with any video uploads in the future. So until next time, bye bye.